Hello.
Hello.
She's Sammy.
And she's Bronya.
Welcome to the business of cake making.
Yeah, so lovely to have you listening to us.
Yes.
We're very tired. We've had such a long weekend because we have been at the Cake and Bake Show in
Olympia,
Kensington, London.
Yeah. Yes. We spent all day there yesterday. We also did a demo on Wednesday, didn't we?
Yeah.
There's a lot going on there.
Yeah.
It's different from Cake International.
Yes.
In that it's got a lot of other foodie stuff.
Yeah. Because you've got the Ideal Home exhibition.
Yeah.
You've got the
Eat and Drink.
Eat and Drink Christmas.
Eat and Drink Christmas Festival.
Yeah.
And then you've got Cake and Bake Show.
Yeah. So we did the Cake and Bake Show. We saw loads of demos this year, which was really nice because we don't normally see them, do we?
Don't we always get to sit and watch the demos? We drank quite a bit. We ate quite a bit.
Yeah.
Just a shout out to Susie from Dot and Dash,
Yes.
the PR company, who gave us a bottle of 5 Farms Irish cream.
Oh my God. So it's like
Hashtag gifted.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
So it's like Bailey's, but Bailey's much better.
Yeah.
100%.
It's like Bailey's souped up, isn't it?
Yeah. Oh. Yeah. Yeah. I highly recommend it.
And the bottle that it came in, beautiful. So if you can find 5 Farms Irish cream, really do recommend
check
that.
it out.
Yeah.
And after we had done our demo yesterday, making a candle cake,
we were at the end of the day. We were knackered by then, weren't we?
Tired. A lovely lady came over to me. I think she was with her mum, and she said, "Hello, my name's Ellie, and I'm from Eastbourne." And she listens to us while she's at work at 6 o'clock in the morning.
Oh my word, 6 in the morning!
Yeah.
She's got us in our ear.
Yeah.
We're sorry.
And so I said I'd give her a shout out, and she had the most beautiful hair. Really lovely hair. I really loved it. Yes.
Well, thank you for coming and saying hello, Ellie.
Yes.
Really lovely to come. It's really nice when people come and introduce themselves.
Yeah.
Really lovely.
And lots of people were asking questions.
So many questions. So we've got a top tip later in the bigger slice, which is a question we got asked over and over and over again over the last couple of days.
And my product of the week.
I think you purchased that there as well, didn't you?
Yeah. I've got it here, but if you
go to patreon.com/the business of cake making podcast, you can sign up to the bigger slice and you will find all that extra.
Yeah.
But for starters, we've got 6 interviews from the show.
Yes, we have.
Got 6 lovely interviews from the show.
And we interviewed the winner of last year's Great British Bake Off.
How lovely was it, Matty Edgell?
Yeah.
So lovely.
And we were lucky enough to taste some of the cake that he made.
So he did a dem on the cake and bake stage, and then he left the cake behind.
Yeah.
And when we got there to do our dem, we were like, "Is that Matty's cake? Can we have a bit?"
And they were like, "Yes, have a slice." It was already half gone.
It was already half gone. Yeah. It was good. It was citrus and olive oil and pistachio.
Yeah.
And that icing, he had a pistachio. I don't think it was buttercream.
No, I think it was Swiss meringue or something like that.
But I think it had like a pistachio cream to it.
Oh, definitely, because it was green. I know it was really dark where we were stood.
But it wasn't sweet. It was so lovely and silky.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
So good. Yeah.
Definitely.
Yes, we had Matty Edgell. We had Farley Berry from Lady Berry Cupcakes.
Yes. Eric Lanlard.
The lovely Eric that we got just after he came off one of his dems.
Yeah, where he made a meringue reef.
Oh my God.
Yeah, which I'm going to make on Christmas.
It was amazing. Yeah.
We spoke to KitchenAid.
Yes, Anthony from KitchenAid.
Yes.
Yeah.
Amy from...
Sweet Stamps.
Sweet Stamps.
Yes, we've never spoken to Amy from Sweet Stamps. And that was really lovely, yeah.
So I think potentially she may be a guest.
Yeah, fingers crossed. Yeah.
As also is a company called the Happy Pear.
Yeah, we spoke to Dave.
Yeah.
So Dave, what was his brother called? Because they're twins. Stephen and Dave. And we spoke to Dave from the Happy Pear. So yeah, enjoy the interviews.
Yes. See you on the other side.
So we are here with Matty Edgell, winner from 2023 Bake Off. you've had an incredible year, haven't you? Incredible year.
Yeah, it's been busy.
Yes.
A lot's happened.
So it would have been this time last year that we all knew that you had won, I guess?
Yeah, almost kind of to the date, isn't it? 'Cause Georgie got crowned winner on Tuesday.
Just done,
Yeah.
And how did that feel?
Me winning?
Yeah.
Even now, when I look back, I struggle to put it into words. It was a complete shock.
Yeah.
I think I went into the final. I struggled, but I didn't struggle in that sense. But imposter syndrome is something that I was facing.
Really?
I think because I didn't apply for it, meant that I was never kind of. Thank you. I was never kind of like prepared to be deemed good enough to be in there. And then week one, I remember, like, certainly the showstopper, I'd had an absolute stinker with the buttercream, hadn't I? Which was the technical, the signature. And what I found is, if I had a good signature, I tend to have a good week.
Mm-hmm. Right.
Well, it couldn't have got any worse than that, could it?
So I guess that was your confidence. Like, I've had a good first.
Exactly. And how can you not make like American buttercream and be on this? Like, it's 3 ingredients.
Yeah.
And it's not even 3, is it? It's 2.
No.
Sometimes 3 if you want to put a bit of flavour in it.
Yeah, that's right.
And I've made, like, honestly, it resembled sick. And I broke a bowl as well in the process. Yeah. So like everything that could go wrong was going wrong.
Yeah.
And then I was, because I was right at the front. And I'd made this dog, and I was so engrossed in what I was doing with the showstopper. I was making this dog, and it was as grey as you can get. It was supposed to be black. It looked awful. And I turn around.
So hard to get black,
I know. I've only done it once since. Not the dog, never again, but black buttercream.
Yeah.
But I turn around, and the first thing I saw was Saku's turtle. And then I turned around even more, and I saw everyone else's, like Christie's duck, and I was like, what am I doing here? How am I even here, and what am I doing here? And that kind of set the tone for kind of me not really knowing if I belonged, and each week I was desperate to prove that I did belong. And then when I got to the final, it was just a case of kind of prove that I was good enough to be there, and that was all that my focus was. And then I got crowned the winner, and I was like, wow.
Because you won months before everyone else knows, doesn't it?
Yes, yeah. So our final was filmed, I think it was the second weekend of July, because then there was the first weekend of July, because then there was 2 more weeks of school, and then we broke up.
Wow, so that's quite.
You were still at university, weren't you?
Still at school. Oh, well, not me personally. I was still at school.
You're a PE teacher.
Yeah, that's it. Yes, I was still teaching. Yeah.
So you were teaching and doing the Bake Off, and then wow.
Yeah.
That's nuts.
So nobody knew.
No one knew. Well, this kind of affirms how far I thought I was going to get through. So week 4 I was supposed to be on a stag do, and I was the best man, or one of 2 best men. Yeah, I know. So ordinarily they take your phones off you as soon as you get there. Right. But because I'd done all the booking, I said to Zoe, who's one of the producers, can you look after my phone, because if anything goes wrong they're ringing me, and obviously I need to be able to tell someone what's happening. So I had to let it slip to a couple of people, including the groom. I felt I owed it to him.
That's fair
Everyone else thought I had food poisoning. And it's a good job because my wife couldn't believe that none of them asked any questions. I said, I'm not going to, really sorry boys, I'm ill.
Yeah.
And they was like, all of them apparently were like, oh, he must be really ill because he wouldn't miss this for the world. And I'm stuck trying to make a chocolate box in a tent in a field.
Did they know you baked at that point?
Not to the extent, not at all. I think, so we had an engagement party, and we kind of done loads of food, like a big spread, and I made like cookies, brownies and a cake, and where it kind of dawned on me that I might be all right, because your family always tell you it tastes nice, don't they? You can't really trust them. It's nice, but someone said to my wife, where did you buy the cake? They hadn't eaten it, they'd just seen it, and they said, where did you buy your cake from? And that wasn't for my ears. So that's how I kind of knew that it rung true a little bit, that actually I must be all right. And then they tried it and they said it was nice. They could have been lying at that point, but that kind of did give me the confidence, and that kind of gave them a little insight into the fact that I baked. And I've never made it a secret, I've just never really disclosed it. Because why would I?
Not something you shouted about.
No. Yeah.
But now it's a whole new career for you.
Yeah, completely,
And you've got 446,000 followers on Instagram.
Yeah, it went wild.
That's like nuts.
Do you know I've got 90,000 of them from a Victoria sponge cake?
No.
I know, I couldn't believe it,
Wow.
Yeah. I know.
But the most basic.
I know.
The most
the
basic
first thing you ever make, isn't it?
Yeah, that is.
It's crazy.
Like the standard thing.
Yeah.
That's amazing. And so do you enjoy all of this? Are you enjoying the wave of success?
Yeah, definitely. Like people always come up to me and they talk to me like, a little bit like they know me, and then they apologise and then say sorry, you must get all this all the time. But I don't think you can have one without the other.
No.
And I like both.
Yeah.
So I like when people apologise. I'm like, honestly, I really don't mind, because I was as intrigued as they are.
Yeah.
I was a fan of the show, so I was like to hear about like how it ticks.
It's like it's part of your blood, isn't it?
Yeah.
Watch it. Oh, Bake Off, got to watch it.
And it's been around for so long now. It's all like part of our...
Who won the 14th?
I won the 14th season, but I'm not entirely sure if that goes back to when it was first on or not. I think the first winner was in 2010. So yeah, that would be season 14, wouldn't it?
Yeah, so we've gone back to the original BBC side. But,
Yeah.
But it's like we all wait for it now, don't we? It's like we wait. I wait for that, and I wait for Strictly. They're the two that I wait for. All the rest, I don't mind. Yeah, Strictly and Bake Off. And that's the only thing I watch live.
Yeah.
When it's on, because if I see on Instagram what's happened,
Oh, I know. Yeah. And you can steer clear of it, but then you just like it'll be like a news article, won't it? And you can almost infer from the face that they've put in,
you know what's happening,
even if you scroll quickly.
You have to watch it live. Yeah.
And you're demoing here today.
Yes.
Twice.
3 times.
3 times.
Yeah.
I missed the last one.
Yeah. I've got 2 on the Cake and Bake and 1 on the Christmas Theatre.
Yeah, because you're doing oil and pistachio.
Yes.
Cake.
Yeah.
And sorry, I've got to look at my notes. Banoffee tarts.
Yes. Yeah.
And what's the third thing?
The third is a Yule log. Yeah, we've actually a bit of that Five Farms is going to go in the middle.
Yeah, we've just been given this bottle of Five
Have you
Farms.
had it yet?
No,
It's delicious.
we're going to try it later.
Honestly, it's so good.
Yeah, that's our treat for after interviewing everyone.
You might need it.
So when it comes to your recipes and everything, where are you getting your inspiration from now?
A lot of it is kind of like what I like to eat. Or it might be like something that I've seen. Like, so when we went we went on honeymoon to India, and a lot of what they used was like pistachio and saffron. So that hasn't yet inspired a bake, but it will do. It will be something that, like the olive oil and pistachio cake that I'm doing today. I went to Tom Hamlet's restaurant, and he'd done an olive oil sponge, and prior to that I was always a little bit like, why would you eat olive oil in a sponge? And then I ate it, it was delicious. And then I thought this could pair well with some pistachios, because I love anything with pistachio in it. And then I tried it and I thought that worked, and then originally I put lemon zest in it, and I thought it's good but it's not quite right. But then if you eat a cannoli, typically it's pistachio and orange, and I thought, well, give that a go, and it worked. So I just love to eat, really, and I love food.
So do you try all these in your own kitchen at home? Because your Instagram is that's your own home, isn't it?
Yes,
that's your own
that's
kitchen.
mine, yeah.
And are you there on your own recording all that stuff?
More so recently, yes. So previously, whilst I was on Bake Off, I'm a little bit of a dinosaur when it comes to technology. Like, I'm no good at all.
You're a young'un.
Yeah, well, yeah. I'm kind of in that bracket of we still had to, when we was at school, certainly primary school, we had to go to an IT suite, and then it took like half an hour to turn it on, and then by the time the hour was done, we'd just
the old
write our
BBC
name.
computer.
That's it. Yeah, they still wheeled the TV in when I was at school. God, I make myself sound well old now, and So Lara, my wife, she'd done all the filming, and then she taught me. I basically just copy her, to be honest. So now it might look like, if it looks the same, I'll take that. That's a compliment on my end. So I just try and replicate how she does it, which is like numerous angles and things. And I do the editing now, and she gets the final say.
Yeah. Oh, does she?
Yeah, I like. Can you give it a once over? And she'll say, just change this, and this, or she'll be like, that's good actually.
So when you bake, like try to bake several times and then film it, or do you just film every single trial you do?
No, I just give it a one hit, and if it works, so there's a lot of things on my phone that I film from start to finish. The other week I tried to make like a toffee apple donut. So what I thought was I'll add a little bit of creme pat in there as well, and on their own, and I put the apple, like stewed some apple into the creme pat. It was delicious, and then I put in the caramel sauce, and it was just too much. So one thing I've promised myself is that if I'm not happy with it, I'm not going to put it out there, irrespective of, which is where now not teaching, it doesn't matter, because I can do it the next day and it doesn't impact me too much.
You've just done a thing on the Food Network app, haven't you?
Good Food.
Good Food.
Yeah,
Good Food.
yeah.
And you've released 12 recipes.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah. So it was really, that was like, again, when they approached me, they said, it was funny, they put John Rhodes, Tom Kerridge and Nadia Hussein as the name. I thought, yeah, I'll have my name to that list. That's not bad. Yeah, so
you're right.
yeah.
Do you feel that you're still pinching yourself?
100%. Yeah. Even like, so still now I get like this concept of like imposter syndrome, but I think that's probably a blessing and a curse. Like it drives me to kind
Keeps you humble though, doesn't it?
Oh yeah, without a doubt. Yeah. It makes me constantly like what. And I'm my own worst critic. Like, if something's not right, then I will see it before anyone else does, and I will have said it to myself before anyone can say it to me. So it's a good and it's a bad thing. It always makes sure that I'm trying to improve. So, like, I've done Eric Lanlard, who's here today. I've done one of his courses the other week, and when people realised that I was on Bake Off, they said, "Why are you here?" And I thought, I need to.
Everyone's learning all the time.
100%. And I've not got any kind of certificate that says. And because I guess I come from school and then back into school where everything is kind of acclaimed with a certificate. I haven't got that in this new world, so
You're self-taught.
100%.
Yeah.
So I need some kind of, even if I just go to them and what they say is what I already knew, and it just kind of affirms that I'm doing it correctly.
Yeah.
But along the way, you're guaranteed to pick up some tips with people that did. So
It's funny actually. We saw Sandro
yes.
at Cake International, and he was the same. He's like, I've never done this, and now I'm learning this and I'm learning this. But we all think, you know, that's who you all are. That's what you do. You're experts in this. But you just went on to Bake Off and you just won.
Yeah. Yeah, I know. It is strange, and it, like I almost have to tell myself that I did do well.
Yeah.
Because otherwise you sound like you can almost come across. I don't want to ever come across arrogant, but like you might sound that way because people misinterpret it as if like, oh no, it's just. But that isn't it at all. It's just like me actually. I didn't expect
what
it.
An accolade, what a moment in your life.
Yeah.
So what is coming next for you?
So what I always say this, what I'd really like next is a cookbook. It's proving quite hard to come by at the moment.
Right.
What I've been told by numerous people, so I believe it, is that it's because of there's so many cookbooks were
It's a
published,
big
certainly
market,
after COVID. So it's trying to find a niche, but I'm happy to bide my time in complete faith that when it comes, it will be the right time and it will do well, rather than just kind of plough on out there and it gets swallowed up. So that's what I'd like next. In the meantime, getting to do things like with the Good Food app and working on brands. What I'm in the process of, I've got a website that's ready to go. I just need one final thing, which I'd like to launch, like almost like a baking academy, I guess, where online, so you can cook in your kitchen and I'll cook in mine, in quite intimate groups where it's no more than kind of like 6 to 10, so that everyone can kind of converse, and rather than kind of plough it out to as many people that book on and everyone's got to be on mute and you just watch me. And then I can kind of like answer the questions that people are always gagging to ask. And
that's
kind
a really nice idea, actually. Much more personal.
That's it. So that's kind of what is to come in the new year. Maybe back end of December. Just the only thing I need to figure out is the payment platform. So
it's always a tech issue, isn't there?
Well, especially me. Just so that you can't copy and paste it and give it to everyone, and then all of a sudden you've got hundreds of people in there and only 6 have paid.
Absolutely. Oh, well, Matty, thank you so much for coming and chatting to us today. You've got a very, very busy day.
Yeah, be good.
And have a great day, won't
Thank you. Yeah, cheers. Thank you.
Okay, we are now with Farley from Lady Berry Cupcakes.
Hello.
And you are demonstrating today as well, aren't you?
I have 2 classes.
On the stage?
Cake and bake stage, yes.
Perfect.
And what are you demoing today?
I am teaching a family class, which I love to do. I love teaching the kids, so that's what I generally do a lot at the time. And then I've got an adult class in the afternoon. They're all Christmas classes. Christmas cupcakes.
So they're all festive, all pretty. So
cute.
Do you specialise in buttercream? Do you specialise in fondant? How are you decorating?
I love eating buttercream.
Okay.
Not very good at piping it.
Okay.
I just use fondant.
Right.
Everything I create is fondant. And I only do cupcakes. I don't do big cakes at all.
You don't?
No.
And that was a conscious decision
At
by
the beginning, when everyone starts that, you feel like you have to do everything.
Yes.
And I was like, oh my God, I've got to do wedding cakes, I've got to do... And I just thought...
we often say this.
You feel like
you say yes to everything,
you
don't
do,
you?
absolutely. And I tried everything and I thought, oh, I don't like any of this. this, and what's the point of giving up my other job if I'm doing something I don't like?
Yeah.
And I just, over the last 12 years, I've just niched down, and I'm like, I am just Lady Berry Cupcakes.
Yeah.
And I should have known with the name that I got originally. I just stuck to it.
Yeah.
Do you know what though? It's so easy for people to say I've got to do everything, and we talk about having a niche. It's so important.
It's so important.
So
And it's quite hard to do because you have to build that up for years. Because people still now, every now and again, ask me for a cake, and I'm like, Lady Berry Cupcakes. And obviously, because I only teach, I don't make to order. I just teach.
Did you used to make to order?
I did during the pandemic. I did, obviously, because I couldn't teach as much. It's not something I enjoy. I like people and I like teaching. I'm a bit of an introvert, but I would like extra introvert.
Yeah,
so people always think, "Oh, you're so
understand
competent," but actually, I'm on show when I'm teaching. I'm fine, but behind the scenes, I squirrel in, squirrel out.
And what sort of things do you teach? Tell us
I
about
just
that.
love teaching miniatures. So fond miniature stuff like afternoon tea classes with little teacups and miniature cakes. I think that's what a lot of people come to me for. And then I've started doing gingerbread house classes as well, which actually this year I've been doing a lot of those, which are really good fun. I'm doing a lot of corporate events. So if you have a team, like a small business, I go in and teach them how to do something for a nice Christmas activity. So although I do cupcakes, I have started doing these more and more. And they're quite fun as well. But it's the miniature detail, the tiny little bits of detail I like.
do demos at the British Sugarcraft Guild?
No.
Oh, because
I
that's
don't.
just the sort of thing that
Oh, really?
they'd enjoy, having you go along. I'm not a member.
Okay.
I was just thinking.
I've heard of lots of those kind of things, but then equally, I just like doing things by myself.
Yeah.
Quite, I just have a little routine. I just get on and do things.
So do you go to people, or do they come to
No,
you?
I go to people. So I travel around London, Surrey, Hampshire, and I like it that way. I do have a studio space where I teach private tuition, so I have a lot of international students that book me for private tuition, but generally I go everywhere. For the birthday parties for the children, the hen parties, they hire a bar.
wow,
For the
yes.
kids' parties, they're in their own home, which is kind of nice.
Yes.
All they need is a table. The kids actually enjoy being in their own home. It's easier for the parents. So I've been doing that for 12 years. And then I just test things out every now and again with a sugar lace class or a flour class, but it's always fondant, never buttercream. I'm really bad. I literally make a joke of myself on Instagram going, watch how bad I am at piping, because I think it just shows that you're human and we can't be good at everything.
No, that's right. And it's good to go. No, I can't do that.
Absolutely. I showed my fails. The other day I was making a naked Santa. This sounds wrong, but I literally, his bottom looked like Kim Kardashian, and I posted it on my stories and everyone was laughing. Sometimes I can't do things. You have to do it the day you feel like you can do it, go for it, and other days you're like, I can't do it today.
And so you bake all the cupcakes for your clients, or do you do? Okay.
I've been baking every Monday 300 cupcakes. I'm literally over it. I'm over baking a vanilla cupcake because that's all I do.
Is it just vanilla cupcakes?
Just vanilla cupcakes.
I suppose it's a means to an end for you, though, isn't it?
Of course, of course. It's could I teach classes without baking the cupcakes? Maybe not. But I do sometimes get Sweet Success when I'm really busy or I haven't got time. I might order them from Sweet Success. They're amazing.
They do good cake.
Yes. Oh my gosh, they sent me a trial box the other day of all the different flavours. Ta-da! So good. Toffee, red velvet, chocolate. I was I need to just taste these. This is the work.
Cake is
really
funny
important.
as well, isn't
So
it?
good.
Yeah.
So good. So if you need to save time, and I don't like baking, I'm not a baker.
Okay.
So people
we find that.
I'm like, no.
So we find that because I love baking.
Okay.
I'm not so keen on decorating. I mean, I'm okay at it. I get by with it, but I would rather just be in the kitchen baking. And then, it's like yourself. The baking bit is I've got to do it to get to the end bit. Yeah.
But, those couples, there's sometimes couples where the husband does all the baking and the female does all the decorating.
Yeah.
That's teamwork.
Yeah,
or if you've got a friend who one of you loves the baking, one of you loves the decoration, that works really well. Yeah. I'm yet to find some elves to do all my baking. I'm on the lookout.
You never
Or a nice
know.
little
You
hunk.
might wake up
I don't
with
know.
one in your stocking.
Wouldn't that be great? 2 or 3 would be great right now. I actually said that on my Instagram yesterday. Has anybody got any spare elves? It's all this, the social media. It's
and the
everything
emails
constantly. And buying all the stock, carrying all the stock, colouring all the fondant.
It's great. You go into baking to be a baker. You're a baker. You go into baking. You actually end up with everything else.
Oh, I talk about this all the time because during the pandemic I was teaching a lot of small businesses how to run a cake business and how to set themselves up and all the roles that entails and to outsource. Like I'm dyslexic, so my accounts are diabolical. So of course I'm going to outsource to an accountant.
Yeah.
There's things that you don't want to mess up. If you're not very good at a job, then outsource that job if you can, and it will actually save you time. People think, oh, it's too expensive, but actually it will help you have more time to run the bits of the business you enjoy and they're really good at.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Right, so going back to today.
Yes.
So your first dem is the family dem.
Yeah.
What is going to be on top of these cupcakes?
We are making a snowman,
Right.
a Santa hat, a gingerbread man, and a Christmas tree.
Wow. And are people getting involved with this? You haven't...
Hands on.
Because actually on the stage, there's tables in front of everyone, isn't there? Because we were up there on Wednesday.
Okay.
We're up there again today. We were up there on Wednesday. And everyone was sat at tables like, this is interesting.
Yeah, it's great. I love teaching so much. And seeing their little faces. Sometimes they come with granny or grandpa. So I run my own Christmas workshops and they all come in with their aunts and uncles and grandpas. I'm like, oh, so cute.
And then this afternoon, what are you doing for the adults
This afternoon, I think we're doing a different type of gingerbread man, a Christmas wreath, a bobble hat, and a Christmas pudding.
Wow, amazing.
Yeah, so around.
We will be. We will be
cupcakes
around.
left over. You're probably like me, sick of cupcakes and cakes.
Do you know, no, I never am.
Oh, good girl. Well done.
People say to you, you must be sick again. No, never.
Oh, I am a bit, but I can still squeeze a Peggy portion cake in every now and again.
Oh, God, yes.
At £8 a pop.
Yeah, just force it down, eh?
Absolutely.
Right, so Farley, thank you so much. You've got a busy day, and we look forward to seeing your dem later.
Pop over and say hi.
We will.
Yeah, we will.
We will.
You're on the list.
So we are now with Eric Lanlard, who's literally just come off the Christmas theatre after making the easiest but most beautiful Christmas dessert ever.
I know, it's like, well, you know, it's always a challenge where I tell you, so you got half an hour to make a dessert or a pudding with no oven, no fridge, no hops, nothing.
Yeah.
So there had to be, you know, something to put together, which this one is perfect. So it's like a Christmas edible Christmas wreath with meringue, so slash pavlova, slash Eton mess all together. And,
It was beautiful.
yeah, and it's so great where you can get from the supermarket these days or some of the local deli who are specialized in meringues. So, or you can make your own meringues if you have plenty of time.
Yeah.
And I loved your tip about putting a wooden spoon in the oven door. I'd never heard that before.
Yeah,
To
that's
help dry them out.
Because the enemy of your meringue is the steam who build it up.
Yeah.
So, and then they can overbake and they start pearling. You know, when the liquids start to caramelize. So that's definitely the best tip ever.
Yeah. My sister actually made some recently and they burnt. And she said to me, oh, can we use these? I'm like, no.
I should be pleased to hear that.
Yeah, thanks for sharing that on the
Thank
podcast.
Don't tell her.
Does she listen? No, hopefully.
No, she does.
Oh dear, we're all in trouble.
So, you are demonstrating 3 times today?
Yeah, 3 times. So I was number 1.
Yeah.
Next is the biggie one on the Cake and Bake Show stage, where I'm going to be making probably a bit too adventurous for the location.
Half
but
an hour.
Why not half an hour? I'm going to make a beautiful Christmas U-logs with a Valrhona dark chocolate mousse, a passion fruit curd sitting on a crunchy hazelnut praline base. So imagine Ferrero Rocher at the base.
And how long have you got to do this? 20 minutes?
30 minutes. 30 minutes. So
fine.
that should be absolutely fine. And I'm building it into a silicone mold, a very trendy silicone mold. So when it's all revealed, it looks like a pile of logs.
Wow.
So that's the one we do.
Do you have one prepared earlier?
Of course. It's been sitting in the fridge, and so hopefully it will all happen. It will all happen. And then at the end, it just gets sprayed with a velvet spray, you know, the cocoa butter spray. So great texture and decoration. So.
And then what's your one after that?
And after that is in a Christmas kitchen where I'm going to do it apple and Calvados souffle, served with a hot caramel sauce, which going to be poured over a block of pink Himalayan salt. So with the heat, the salt melt and give some saltiness to the caramel as well.
And if our listeners aren't here this weekend, so they can't get to see you, where can they get these recipes? Are they appearing online?
Yeah, so they're going to be, most of the recipe are on my Instagram, Eric_Lanlard or Cake Boy London, but mostly my page.
Yeah.
So I post a lot there as well.
Yes.
So
Can I ask, where do you get your inspiration from for all of these different recipes?
I'm always looking for new things.
Right.
At work, I challenge my suppliers all the time. I'm going like, come on, what's new? What have you got? Or what's going on? Sometimes I turn up at their warehouse and I go on a shelf, because they're too busy and they don't share with you. And they go like, why don't I know about that new ingredient or that new technique or something? And when I travel as well, I'm always looking at new things, so new textures, new presentations. Try to keep it fun, and because of the baking school as well, we need to be up with our game as well.
You need to be current or ahead of the game almost. Yeah.
Because everybody is on social media now. They see the young kids, turning up and they're doing all these things, and they say, Eric, we want to know how to do it. And then I look and I go, I have no idea. So I have to Google it, and then I buy the equipment and we do it.
What's happening at your cake school at the moment? Because it's your busy time of year, isn't it?
Yeah, it's the Christmas class season. So we've done already 2, and we've got 6 more before we shut down on the 17th. We actually got few places available on the 17th, because that was like an add-on.
Right.
So if anybody wants, and Black Friday, Christmas promotions, half price on Virgin Experience.
Wow.
So if you go on Virgin Experience, it's half price. So,
Oh my God.
She's there.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh.
We were talking to Matty Edgell earlier, and he said that he'd been to one of your classes.
Exactly. Yeah, he came. He came to a class, and we had a great time.
Yeah.
He's such a nice guy. I love him.
isn't he?
He's lovely, so down to earth, and he used to be a teacher. So
Yeah.
I know, it's got good. Exactly.
And you're just based down the road in Battersea, aren't you?
Yeah, not far from here. So all very handy to come on a Saturday morning like that when there's no traffic.
And I also noticed you've got bookings for next year as well already, spring, summer.
Yeah, all the classes are out now up to the end of July 25. So if you buy a voucher now, you can use it right to the end. Exactly. So
You're
Christmas
so good.
presents, go for it, and it's a great day. You guys should come.
Yeah, we will.
You should definitely come on a podcast live from the class.
Let's do it.
It'll be good fun.
So if you don't want to bake, but you want to come for a cream tea, you can do that as well, can't you?
Yeah, exactly. So we do a smaller class on a Saturday, and you get champagne afternoon tea with it as well, which is good to do as a group or with your friend for
like a
a birthday or something. Yes.
Yeah, or a 60th birthday. I'm not 60, but my sister is.
Oh, okay.
Is that the one that you've unsalted already?
No, great. Man, here we go.
She might have done that.
Yeah, exactly. Brilliant. She can't bake. She's turned 60. What's next?
Your poor sister.
She loves you so much.
She used to.
That's so funny. Oh, there's my glasses. Oh. Right, well, Eric, we know you've got a very busy day. We will let you get on.
Thank you. I hope you're having a great time as well.
We are.
Managing to eat and taste everything, and make sure you come to try that souffle.
Yes, we will.
We're
going to come up to the next one as well. Yeah, we'll be watching that.
That could be interesting. I can't believe you didn't ask me about the kittens.
Tell us about your kittens. Come on.
My life's been taken over by 2 baby Maine Coons.
But Maine Coons, they're big cakes, aren't they?
Yes, big cakes.
Right. Big cats. So, as kittens, are they like normal sized cats already?
Yes.
Wow.
So one of them is already over 2.5 kilos, and they go up to 9 kilos. So my life has been taken over by them. It's super cute. So again, if you go on Instagram, there's cakes and kittens at the moment.
Eric was telling us earlier how one was trapped in a kitchen drawer
for the whole day. Sorry, don't call the RSPCA. It was an accident. He was sleeping.
He was fine.
We've already found some cakes there.
What's their name?
The new one are Mr. Luke Jr. replacing the
Junior.
The old one, Junior, and Brendan.
Nice.
Brendan, who is a bit of a lad. So it's good.
My dog's called Andy.
Andy, exactly. And the older cat's called Bobby, so she's 6, so her life's been taking over as well. But she's starting to secretly enjoy them now, and she wants to play with them. So I think
was she a bit standoffish at first? She was a bit like, what are these young women?
Hello, I'm the queen in this house, you know. So
Who are these young things?
I know.
Yeah.
She's loving them now, so.
Good. Well, we will let you get on. And
Perfect.
We will
Merry
come up-
Christmas.
Yeah, Merry
Have a
Christmas.
fantastic time.
All right.
And we'll see you at Cake Boy for a class.
Yes, definitely.
Let's sort that out.
So we are with Anthony, and we are on the KitchenAid stand. Sammy and I haven't seen KitchenAid here before, but apparently you have been here before, but you haven't been back since COVID.
Yeah, it's the first time back since COVID, to be honest. Obviously, I think the show has changed quite a lot, as you can see here. So there is Eat and Drink Festival, there is also the Ideal Show Christmas downstairs. So it's quite busy. It's a lot of different type of people coming in and out, which is quite nice also for us, because then we don't only see people that know us for at least the baking part, but also, you know, other people that are just visiting, trying to...
So you're introducing your product to people that wouldn't normally see you, I guess.
Exactly. We are doing a bit of both. So we have novelties for which we just demonstrate, showcase, discuss to people about it, and then we also introduce our brand to new people.
Yeah. So you've got some serious mixes here today. We've been looking at the very beautiful walnuts. It's stunning.
Yeah, so it's called the Evergreen. It's our design series. It's a very dedicated piece, so it's a different green, a new shade with a walnut bowl, stainless steel accessories as well. So really nice if you're into design, want to have that showpiece in your kitchen.
And how does the walnut stand up? I mean, I guess it's as hardy as steel or whatever.
Yeah, it is the same as steel. You can do exactly the same things that you would do in your stainless steel bowl. The only thing is maintenance, so you can't put it in the dishwasher, obviously, and then it's more on like overall maintenance. You need to sometimes oil it and like take care of it. It's your little baby.
Well, why wouldn't you? It's beautiful. You'd want to take care of it, wouldn't you? And what else have you got here today with you?
So we obviously have all our different stand mixer. The main deal that we have is on the bigger baby, which is our 6.6 liter. So this one has been renewed last year, and is quite nice when it comes to obviously baking in terms of larger quantities.
Big chunky bowl.
Yeah, 6.6 liter is quite nice if you're doing a bit more of a commercial use, let me say.
Yeah.
Then we have our color series, so to display that.
Very pretty. It's all dark blue. It's
So it's called Ink Blue, this one, and it comes in the different appliances from kettle toasters to blenders to your usual stand mixer. Then we have the cordless collection, so KitchenAid Go.
Wow.
So that's one battery that's fitting 6 different appliances.
Wow.
From a hand mixer to hand blender to a coffee grinder to a chopper.
That's so you just need one battery for all of them. That's
Exactly.
It. That's amazing.
It's one battery, 12-volt battery, similar to your power tools, basically.
Yeah.
So it's in the same type of technology. We've been doing cordless appliances for 10 years now, but it's the first time that we enhance it to actually a full-on suite of appliances.
Can I ask, is that a Hoover?
It is.
That's a little mini vacuum.
Yeah, it's a vacuum cleaner, kitchen vacuum.
That's genius.
Yeah. Trust me or not, but this is... Yeah. Trust me or not, this is one of our best seller when it comes to the cordless.
That doesn't surprise me.
No.
That really doesn't surprise me. It's genius. Because you spin a little bit, you don't want to get the Hoover out, do you?
Exactly.
Perfect.
Exactly.
I like the fact that they're quite small, so that you don't have all these appliances on your work
The goal is
surfaces.
really to have it small and mighty, like lightweight as well, so that you can just go outside, finish your prep with your guests if you're doing like a garden party, something like that. So you just have that in and out feeling, or take it on the go if you're, I don't know, going for camping or doing anything specific outside. That's quite nice. I think we have someone who wants everything.
Yeah, we do want everything. That's the actual point. Yeah, but doing DEMS would be great for that, wouldn't it? Yeah, being out doing classes.
Yeah.
Hand whisker, because my trusty one is just recently broken, so that's on my Christmas list.
Put it on. I'm sure if you cross Santa along, I'm sure he will take your list into account.
Yeah, Santa will know. Santa will know.
And obviously we are launching also our coffee machines.
Wow.
So these are new, fresh They launched in September, so we are having one semi-automatic coffee machine and 3 different models of fully automatic.
Okay, so is that like a bean to cup type thing?
Yes.
Wow.
Fully automatic would be direct bean to cup. The semi as well, but you need to still just
You've got the frother there, haven't you, as well? For the people that want to feel a bit more,
Exactly. It's different type of obviously experiences.
Yeah.
But yeah, for the full automatic, we also have another
We
space.
saw the stand, the coffee stand. Yes, we've clocked that.
Yeah.
We've got our
list to visit.
see?
Yeah, we're working our way round.
We've got our Airstream parked in Eat and Drink, where you can just hop in, make yourself your own coffee, and try the machine.
So it's one of these machines that's over there. Perfect.
You have 4 over there, so enough to cover any needs.
Oh, amazing. And also, I'm just looking at the you've got a wall there with all attachments for your stand mixer. And there's like a bit of everything. You know, you get the stand mixer and you can make it into so many other things.
Yeah, definitely. So here we focused on 9 different types of attachments, but obviously we have more than that available online. It's just for the sake of the show we didn't bring everything. But you can. The goal is really to start with your mixer and then have the sort of expansion and ability to do anything you want within your kitchen using the power of the stand mixer.
Also, the stand mixers, they're all so pretty. You know, none of them are ugly, are they? You know,
I won't say any different, but obviously I'm a bit biased here.
they're all very pretty.
We all love the design. It's iconic. It's been like that for years. The brand has been around since 1919, so and the design has not really changed since then. The first one was a bit different, obviously, but it has not changed. Not changed much, so yeah.
Well, thank you so much for chatting to us and for telling us all about your new products and everything. I think our listeners will be really interested in hearing all about them. Yeah. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
We are here with Amy from Sweet Stamp. We've seen you quite often, and it's always been manic, and so we've never tapped you on the shoulder, because we've been to Cake International, we've been to Cake and Bake several times, and this is the first time we've got to speak to you. How are you?
I'm tired, but really buzzing still. The atmosphere is incredible here. The people, the energy, and everybody's loving our stand, loving making cake, so it's just what keeps us going.
Yeah, and you've been sat there demonstrating painting and all sorts of stuff, so tell us what you're doing today.
So we're showing the attendees how to use our Outboss and letter set stamps. We've got 2 flagship products, our patented letter set system, which people are still, after years of it being out, are obsessed with.
I've got them. I was doing a demo the other day, and I put some writing up, and everyone afterwards was like, "Where did you get that from?" And I'm like, "Sweet Stamp down the end."
Sent everyone down here. Yeah. We did a demo on Wednesday, and she'd already prepared the board and then filled it in, and then it was like, what's that?
Was that the candy set you used? The blue one?
Yeah.
I saw the pictures. It looked fantastic. Yeah, I saw the pictures being tagged. Yes, so it's amazing that after, I think it's almost 7 years of Sweet Stamp, that people are still loving it. But we're reinventing it. We're coming up with different letter sets, different styles, and different sizes. Everybody's just obsessed.
It's revolutionised, because we were talking about this yesterday. Back in the day, it used to be tap hits, and oh my life. So it's revolutionised cake makers' lives.
Yes, and it's because I found myself out of a job, and I was making a few cakes for a couple of euro, we're from Ireland, a week, not that much money coming in, and it was communion and confirmation season, which in Ireland is crazy. There's a lot of cakes. I don't know what it's like here, but in Ireland, that's a big thing. And somebody asked me to write on their cake, "On your communion day," and 2 kids' names, and I was like, how am I going to do this? And then the Sweet Stamp came about, because there had to be something that was even prettier, because there's some fabulous products out there for letters, but they just weren't as pretty as I wanted.
And it's so simple to use. It really is. To start off with, I just couldn't get my head around it, and then one day I watched lots of your videos, and I was like, wow, Oh, there's just
so not only are they like so much more prettier than what's out there, but then quicker. And that's what Sweet Stamp's all about. It's like making things pretty but really quick. I have no patience.
all the accessories that go with the kits as well, with the little bottles and the funnels, everything.
It's been a fantastic few years, and what I did was when I brought this to the market, I wanted the packaging to be nice, the brand, the community to be better than what's out there. I found cake decorating, I was in the industry for a few years and was very dated, so I brought this fresh approach. Now that other brands are cheekily copying, but I'll take that as a compliment. It's been amazing. We've been just keep pushing forward, coming up with new things and putting our name out there, and there's so many people here that don't know about Sweet Stamp, which is amazing. I love to meet new people because they start their journey then, and you get to help and advise them. And
So what have you got new out for this show or for this year?
So we brought out, actually in the summer we brought out a Enchanted range, which is Taylor Swift inspired, with a beautiful letter set to accompany that range. Even sprinkles, we went all out because everybody was mad about Taylor Swift, and it's kind of evergreen. It's just pretty stuff that works all year round. We brought back our limited editions from last year, the Christmas letter sets, because everybody was just pestering us, and we're like, you're allowed to pester us, please do, because we brought them back and everybody's going crazy again for them, because they are fabulous. They're year-round letter sets, even though they're Christmas themed. Then we have 2 new letter sets that we brought out, launched at Cake International, and I think they're sold out here already. Cupcake, it's a little calligraphy style letter set, so it's really small for cookies and cupcakes, but it's just really, really pretty. And then, as always, we're coming out with new outboss stamps, the stamps that have the pre-designed, instead of embossing they pop out, and then we have the Stamp and Cut range, which is the same type of stamp but a shaped cutter. So we're always bringing out new ranges of that, and then just sprinkles and just everything in between. So keeps us very busy.
So what are you doing after this year? Is this it now for this year?
This is it for the cake shows. So we have been to Cake International, was it 3 weeks ago? We have another business of fitness and equestrian wear. Okay. So we were at an expo last weekend and the weekend before with that. And then in a week and a half we're off to London again, so from Ireland.
Are you tired?
Yes, that's why, exactly. So the last the 2 months are just show season, but it's great. It's if it wasn't for the energy, we'd be on the floor. Yes.
Well, thank you so much for chatting. I know you're busy today. And thank you so much.
Great to meet you. Thank you.
Okay, we are now with Dave from the Happy Pear. I've just eaten some of your hummus. Delicious. Oh, it's so good.
World's best hummus, as certified by our mother. No, it does have two gold stars in the Great Taste Awards. So.
It's good hummus. Yeah. It's really, really good hummus. Yeah,
it's very good. Yeah, we're just launching in the UK.
Really?
So we're over here. We've launched all our products in the UK. 12 of them here in the UK.
So where can we find them?
You can get them on Amazon, and you can get them in lots of independents for now. Okay. And hopefully in 2025 there'll be much more stores coming on board.
Right. So you're here today. You've been on the stage. Are you enjoying yourself?
That's great crack. Crack means fun, by the way, for anyone listening. That's an Irish word.
Oh yeah.
So we did 2 demos. We did a centerpiece kind of plant-based Christmas.
Yeah.
So we did a cashew and chestnut Wellington.
Nice.
With a gravy, and then we did a 2-ingredient chocolate mousse, like a festive chocolate mousse, with water and chocolate, because water is chocolate's enemy, as you know. It makes it bloom. Yeah. So we infused the water with kind of all sorts of seasoning spices, and then used temperature to emulsify the water into the chocolate. So it's a very concentrated mousse. It's beautiful.
So tell us about your ethos, because you are plant-based, aren't you?
Yeah, we started a vegetable shop 20 years ago, myself and my brother, because we had changed our diets and we had become plant-based, and we wanted to inspire as many people as we could. And it's gone from that vegetable shop to where we've sold 21 million of our food products, and we've got farms, and we've sold 500,000 of our cookbooks. We've got a new 20-year cookbook just out. 20 year.
Old enough.
So I've been at it for quite a while. 20-year celebration book. Happy Pear 20. It's really good. It's got the best recipes from 20 years.
So, and they're all plant-based recipes?
All plant-based, and it's got our learnings from like 20 years in the food industry. Right. You learn quite a lot. There's quite a lot of reflections in it.
Is it all like savoury, sweet?
Well, it's got like a chapter on 5 ingredient cakes. So simple, easy cakes. There's quick, easy dinners. There's dinners our kids actually eat. There's our number ones that have got more than 1 million views. There's quite a lot of those. There's
What's your favourite? Have you got a favourite one?
page 143. Heartwarming, easy red lentil dal.
Nice.
Yeah, so I love a red lentil dal. It's like a belly hug.
And you actually know what?
Yeah, I cook it all the time. I do, yeah, every week.
Fantastic.
Yeah,
so the words are in there.
They're on their way out. They're on their way out. It's no rush.
I just made her have a drink.
So why not?
Coming through here. She's
So why not?
So you're selling your products in the UK. Is this going to expand? Are we going to see more products?
Yeah. We're like that's the big focus in the UK food products because our mission has always been to help people eat more veg, and our products are all ingredients that you'd have in your own kitchen. They're really good. They're about helping people eat more veg.
Yeah.
We've got hummuses and pestos, the world's best pestos. Like they really are. They're amazing. They have won awards, multiple award winning.
So there's
plant-based, like they're amazing. Like they really are.
No cheese in it.
No cheese at all. Like and that one's got 3 great taste awards. It's really good. And then we've got our hummuses and we've got our little snack pots. I'll give you some of them. And we've got our vitamin waters. Granola's. Chris Evans. He gets the chocolate one all the time.
Wow.
That's the one we were on his show last week, and he's a devil for us.
You're dropping names.
Sure, why not?
Well, thank you so much for taking
of course.
5 minutes to chat
Pleasure.
to us. Thank you.
Best of luck.
Well, we hope you enjoyed those.
Yes, it was lovely speaking to all those wonderful people.
It was, and it's different, isn't it? So the cake and bake is very different, and the Dems are very different. And
oh my God, yeah, it's totally different from Cake International.
Yeah.
Different vibe, different people. You're seeing different products as well.
Yeah, a lot of different products. Yeah, it was really nice there, and very Christmassy. Got us in the mood.
God, yes. Yeah, downstairs. It was.
That little house that we went into. The Ideal Home Show. They set up this little house, and it was all these different rooms.
It was Laura Ashley.
Oh, it was so lovely.
Yeah.
The only thing was that I backed into a Christmas tree that had full snow in it, and for the rest of the day, I looked like I had really bad dandruff. Didn't I?
Yes.
Like, where did that come from?
I kept picking it off you when you weren't looking.
I think it is all off now.
Yeah.
I did look like I had quite bad dandruff that day. But yes, we hope you enjoyed it. Yeah. So if you want to carry on listening, patreon.com, the Business of Cake Making podcast. We're going to have a tip. We're going to have a product of the week. And we're going to chat some more about the show.
Yeah. So, bye.